think we should move across the bay to my fucking A's, unfortunately. A's set another record low, maybe not a record, but low attendance. They had 2,703 at a game last week. This week they had a game with less than 2,500 fans. It was funny. Somebody pointed out that same night, their AAA affiliate, ironically located in Las Vegas,
Oh,
the Aviators had over 6,000 people there. So almost 3 times as many people are at their AAA affiliates game than their own. I found out, I can't believe I missed this earlier, but one of the reasons, besides the front office essentially trading away every valuable or entertaining asset off the team in the offseason, lowering their payroll to $33 million, they've also raised ticket prices an average of 16% this
it's
year.
a beautiful park.
I mean, of all the unconscionable things that this regime has done, this might be the top. It's an obvious ploy to do one of two things. They could either be trying to prove to Oakland that they need a new stadium. This current stadium is so bad that no one's even showing up. Meanwhile, the politicians see exactly what they're doing by raising ticket prices and dumping any asset that anyone would want to come to see. It's kind of obvious what the fuck they're doing. Or they're just proving overall that they do not want baseball to work in Oakland. They have chosen this. They want to go to Vegas. And it's just another layer of how shitty the situation and how, I think I call it toxic, their toxic relationship in this past offseason. It's just done. I mean, how they could do this, and the fact that even my high A Lansing Lugnuts, the A's affiliate here in Lansing, Michigan, we're probably outdrawing the fucking Oakland A's right now. 2,000, 2,500 people at Jackson Field here would be a pretty decent night, and it's not unheard of. We'll get 6,000 or 7,000 people on big nights. I think the A's would be dying for that. They'd be happy to see that right now, or not. Actually, maybe they like it better without anyone there. So, such an ugly situation. This is not the way a business should run. This is not the way a competitive franchise should be run. This is not how anybody that's interested in a sport should have to see their favorite team doing these kind of practices. So just a horrible situation. It's only going to get worse. I do not blame A's fans for not showing up. It's such a sad situation because they're going to lose their team. It seems obvious, and their team just turned their back on them. And I don't know what that says about the industry, about baseball in general, what it says about Oakland, what it says about just business in general. It's just filthy, and it makes me ill. It's easier for me to deal with this, obviously, from 2,000 miles away. I'm not the most hardcore A's fan. I've explained my fanhood for the A's. They're definitely a distant third of my 3 favorite teams, but I feel bad for A's fans that are right there, that have lived their whole lives with this team, for better or for worse. They've had some great times there. They've had some great teams. They've been a very competitive team over the last 20, 25 years. Despite their flaws and despite their limitations, they found a way to be relevant for all this time. And now, essentially, it looks like the team has just totally turned their backs on them. And I don't blame the fans for turning their backs likewise. So there isn't going to be a quick resolution to this, as far as I know. There's not going to be an announcement during the season. I wouldn't think that they are moving. I don't know what the next step is, or how this plays out. But I would think we're going to hear more and more about Las Vegas. We'll be hearing, they were touring sites again or something in the vicinity. We heard a lot about that in the off season during the lockout. I just think that's the only way this is going to play out. This long, sad divorce. So,
way to bring it down.
Yeah, as I open this whole podcast, we're talking about a celebration. I've turned this into anything but I mean, what can
Turned
you
into
do?
a funeral, Smitty.
Divorces and funerals. That's all I can talk about.
Jeez, you're a real chipper dude.
Word Hole Media.